equation as, so general equation, if you write it as I is equal to I naught into e raised to j omega t, then I will be the instantaneous current and I naught is the maximum current. So considering the delay, so let us consider the time delay for the wave to propagate. So this is the distance divided by the velocity. So that will be equal to R by C. So you have to modify the equation as omega of t minus t dash. So t dash is equal to the delay, which is equal to minus R by C. So we can write the current distribution as equal to I naught into e raised to j omega of t minus R by C. So this is the equation for retarded current. So retarded current means, so whenever we are placing the short dipole, it takes some time for the current to propagate from the short dipole to the point P. So in order to consider that delay, you have to modify the equation. So the retarded current will consider the delay also, and then we will write the equation as I naught into e raised to j omega of t minus R by C. So same thing, we can also write it as omega R by C, which will be equal to, omega means 2 pi f R by C in radians. And also we can write 2 pi f can be written as 360 degree and 1 by f can be written as t. So we can write this as 360 into t by t, where t is equal to 1 by f. Now we have to derive the equations for retarded potential. So retarded potential means, this is basically because of the magnetic field. So magnetic field will be due to the current. So this will have both magnitude and direction. So the we can write the general equation for the vector potential is given by A is equal to integral of mu into I by 4 pi r into dl. So considering the same equation in this case, now here in this diagram you can see the current is in the z direction. So the vector potential, we can write it as Az. So Az can be written as mu naught by 4 pi integral, the distances is equal to minus L by 2 and L by 2. Then the retarded current divided by the distance. Distance in this case is S. So this will be the general equation for retarded potential. Already I have told you, if you write it in square means that it is retarded current. Now, if you consider approximating it, that is, if R, we consider the distance, we consider it as very much greater than L and lambda is very much greater than L, then we can write those distances S and R to be equal. So then we can modify the given above equation. We can modify it as, instead of S, we will write it as R. Now consider the scalar potential. The scalar potential is basically because of the stationary charges. So when you consider the dipole you have the charges at both the ends of the dipole. So we have to consider those charge distribution and write the equation. So scalar potential general equation is given by integral of V the root of rho charge density divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R. So we can write it as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integral of V square in the sense again it is retarded charge density divided by S into deta. So again as it is retarded charge density, equation has to be modified and we can write it as rho naught into e raised to j omega of t minus S by C. So here epsilon naught is the permittivity and deta is the infinitesimal volume element. Now we have to modify the equation because you know that short dipole you have only the charges are only at the ends. So we can only at the ends you have to consider. So we can write that as Q and both the ends we are considering. So the elements are distances are S1 and S2. You see in the diagram, the distances are S1 and S2. Only at the ends we are considering the charge to be there. So we can modify the equation as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Instead of writing Q by S, we can write it as Q by S1 minus Q by S2. And also we know that the current is a change in the charge. So dq by dt can be written as I. So we can write it as the square of q will be equal to integral of I into dt. So integral square of I is again as the retarded current. So we can write it as I naught into integral of e raised to j omega of t minus s by c into dt. So this is nothing but again if you integrate it, you will get here divided by j omega. So this becomes again square of I divided by j omega. So now substituting these values into equation 7. So substitute q value into equation 7. So you will get it as e raised to j omega of t minus, substitute the distances s1 by c by s1 minus s2 by c by s2. So again, if you consider R is very much greater than L, so now if you consider this diagram, so we can write this as L by 2 cos theta. So this distance, if you consider the diagram, this is theta means, so this distance will be equal to L by 2 cos theta, and this distance also will be equal to L by 2 cos theta. So if you are finding out S1 and S2, you can write it as S1 is equal to L R minus L by 2 cos theta, and S2 will be equal to R plus L by 2 cos theta. So substitute these two values into the previous equation. So you will get it as R minus L by 2 cos theta, and here R plus L by 2 cos theta. So the equation will become, so here this term e raised to j of t minus R by 2 can be taken, R by c can be taken outside. So what is remaining will be e raised to j omega L by 2c into cos theta divided by R minus L by 2 cos theta. So similarly this term also we'll write it here. So now cross multiplying these two equations. If you cross multiply these two equations, we can write this as, so this term will come over here and this term will come over here. So cross multiply, and the below is a plus b into a minus b. So that becomes a square minus b square. So you will get the equation like this. So now here if you compare, that is you can neglect this term, L square by 4 into cos square theta can be neglected with respect to R square, because R is very much greater than L. So this becomes as I naught into e raised to j omega of t minus R by c divided by 4 pi epsilon naught j omega. So this will become e raised to j omega L by 2c into cos theta into R plus L by 2 into cos theta minus e raised to minus j omega L by 2c into cos theta into R minus L by 2 cos theta, and this term will be neglected, so that directly becomes R squared. Now De Moivre's theorem, we know De Moivre's theorem is given by the equation e raised to j theta is equal to cos theta plus j into sin theta. So here if you compare this equation with this equation, we can see here it is equal to, here j theta, theta is equal to omega L by 2c into this term. So this whole term is e raised to j theta, omega L by 2c into cos theta. So we can just, instead of e raised to j theta, we will make it as cos theta plus j into sin theta, where theta is equal to omega L cos theta by 2c. So substitute that in this formula. So it's the same formula, we are just writing it in another form. So finally you will get this as the equation. So now if you consider again, wavelength is much greater than the length. So we can approximate some of the terms. That is, already we know that omega is equal to 2 pi f. So lambda can be written as c by f. So omega will be equal to 2 pi c by lambda. So if you consider this equation, we can write this as cos of omega L cos theta by 2c can be written as cos of pi L cos theta by lambda. So which will be approximately, so this is like cos 0, so which will be approximately equal to 1. Similarly, sine term can be written as sine theta, approximation is equal to theta. So we can write it as theta, same term. So substitute all this in the above equation. So finally you will get this equation. So again you have to cross multiply. So once you cross multiply, you have to write and see this. You will get this equation. So final will be this equation. This equation you have to study. This is the equation for vector potential. So you have